Like, I can't believe you shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying
He is
after
apologizing. He's, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
But at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like, something bad is about to happen.
so somebody hears the gunshots, they call the police. The police come, and they say what to you?
They tell everybody to get out
of the car.
TMZ obtained video from that night.
And you could see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you, and I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said, I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was meant to be.
So when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So how did you go from the glass, did you go to the hospital?
So they took me straight to the hospital, and the police questioned me, and I said it was just glass.
You still stuck with that story?
I stuck with it was glass. And right as the officers was like, okay, we done with this, we leaving, the doctor came in and he was like, you know, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fragments in this foot, and it's like right on the back of your Achilles. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were bullets, that you had been shot. And the medical report also says that to this day you still have
bullet fragments
in
my
your foot.
feet.
And there are still many people as we sit here today, Megan, that don't even believe you were shot.
There is a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
Stop lying.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature?
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
By July 2022, Megan and Lanez's appearances at the Rolling Loud Festival lead to Lanez's bail being increased for violating the protective order. In September 2022, Kelsey Harris gives an 80-minute recorded interview to prosecutors stating Lanez attacked both her and Megan and that she saw Lanez shoot Megan. She also describes being dragged by her hair by Lanez and texts Megan's bodyguard for help. During Tory Lanez's December 2022 trial, Kelsey Harris testified under immunity, contradicting her earlier police statements and denying direct knowledge of who shot Megan.
An aggravating third day of testimony for prosecutors trying the case in the shooting of rapper Megan Thee Stallion. The witness didn't answer most of their questions.
That witness will be back on the stand tomorrow. And Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay is live at the courthouse in downtown L.A. with the very latest. Sophie.
David, Megan Thee Stallion's former best friend and assistant, Kelsey Harris, took the stand today. When she got there, she was granted immunity. And her testimony seemed to leave prosecutors frustrated because she answered almost every question with, quote, "I honestly don't remember." Tory Lanez allegedly shot the Grammy-winning artist Megan Thee Stallion in the foot July of 2020. Harris made it clear today that her memory from that night was blurry because there was a lot of alcohol involved. Back in September, Deputy District Attorney Kathy Taub recorded an interview with Harris recounting the night. A lot of that recording was played in court today to refresh Harris's memory about what happened that night in the Hollywood Hills. Harris describing each part of that night in specific detail. But in court today, Harris said a lot of the things she said in September weren't true, saying, quote, "I was protecting myself." Prosecutors showed a text message Harris sent to Megan Thee Stallion security guard the night of the alleged attack that read, quote, "Help, Tory shot Meg, 911. But today, Harris claimed she doesn't know why she said that, saying she didn't see anything happen. Harris refused to refer to anything that night as a shooting, only that she heard gunshots. When asked if she was shot by Lanez, she issued her Fifth Amendment right. She also said that she did not want to be here today and that it was triggering for her, but she will be back in court tomorrow.
Her diss
at
track
10 a.m.
Bussin' Back was entered as evidence in the trial, highlighting the blurred lines between personal, legal and public narratives. Meanwhile, the defense suggests Kelsey was actually the shooter. Both Kelsey and Lanez had gunpowder residue. Megan's ex-stylist, E.J. King, testifies about the party and the group's intoxication.
Of the trial against rapper Tory Lanez included highly anticipated testimony today. Rapper Megan Thee Stallion arrived at a Los Angeles courthouse this morning where she testified about what she says happened on the night of July 12th, 2020. Performer Tory Lanez is accused of shooting her after a night out, but his attorney claims that he's innocent and that this is all just a case of jealousy. ABC's Zareen Shah was in the courtroom today. Zareen, what did Megan say happened that night?
Lindsay, it wasn't just what she said happened, it's how she said it. She was really emotional in court today. She said, this story is not just about a shooting. This story is about who I had sex with. You remember yesterday the defense, they were really pitting her against her friend, talking about the fact that they shared intimate partners, multiple intimate partners. She said in court today, I had just done a song with Beyonce. I did something of my dreams and I was shot at. And she said, they're calling this the Megan Thee Stallion trial. I am not on trial. I wish he would have killed me. If I knew I would have to go through this torture, I wish he would have killed me. She did say a lot that was very, very important, aside from just some of the really emotional things that she said. She dropped some bombshells. She says that Tory offered her $1 million to keep quiet, that he said, please don't say anything. And that he told her, I was already caught with a gun. I'm on probation. She says he was not worried about her at all.
Wow, really dramatic testimony there. And what did Tory's attorney tell you that their goal was for the cross-examination today?
You know what, I asked him right before lunch. I said, so what's your goal? What do you hope to accomplish today? He said, we're going to show how she lies. And you could certainly tell sitting in that courtroom that that was their goal. The attorney said, the defense attorney said, you lied on national TV. Megan said, yes. He said, you lied to Detective Stockman. She said, yes. He said, you lied about having an intimate relationship with Tory. She said, yes. Look, we know that she has not been truthful about her intimate relationship with Tory. She now says that they did have an intimate relationship.
Did she admitted to lying on the national stage? Did that bother you at any point that she admitted to lying?
Listen, I thought Megan, it was the first time she was telling her story. And it bothered me that so many people didn't believe her story. You know, that bothered me. So I wanted to get from her firsthand. Why she said what she said to me is really on her. Listen, I still am nuts about her. I think she's been through a lot. And I can't wait to see her documentary. You know, she was under the gun, and I thought undeservedly so. So, listen, hello, I have no controversy.
Tory's entire defense was to paint Megan in a bad light, pushing a narrative that she was jealous of Tory's relationship with Kelsey. They also tried to paint her as being loose and kind of implying that she had been with multiple men in the industry. His team also called on Kelsey as one of their witnesses, and Kelsey and Megan used to be besties, but they fell out after the shooting. In her testimony, Kelsey claimed that Kylie had invited her and Megan to the party, but Megan had invited Tory.
We have to come kill the streets. Okay. Tory, don't get my phone wet.
Kelsey also claimed that Kylie and Tory had gotten very flirty, which made Megan feel a type of way. She also revealed that Megan was drunk and started acting out at the party, which made Kylie kick them both out. She said that Tory didn't leave with them at first, but Megan made them turn the car around to go back and get him when she realized that he was still with Kylie. An argument had supposedly broken out in the car between the three of them on the way back. That's when Kelsey found out that Megan had been messing around with Tory. Now, like I said, Megan's entire life was laid bare, which was embarrassing for her. She even revealed that it had caused issues between her and her then man Party, saying, "I feel disgusted, I feel dirty. My own partner is embarrassed. I can't even be happy."
And then the defense attorney pressed her on some really granular details. And there were some moments where she said, "I don't remember. I could have. Maybe." You could tell that he was really trying to poke holes in her story, too, that she gave to her lawyers. He also said yesterday, Lindsay, and this was one of the most interesting things that I think he said yesterday, he said there was a witness who saw a female with a gun. It's a really important detail. And then my producer, Abby, saw the lawyer today, and she said, you know, "Can you clarify this? What do you mean about with a gun?" And I pressed him upstairs about this as well. And he says, I said, "Do you mean holding a gun?" And he said, "No, with a gun." He basically meant in the vicinity of a gun, near a gun. Mind you, this is not something that the jurors know. They are still remembering what he said yesterday, that a witness saw a female with a gun. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with that detail, if that's clarified for the jurors.
Such a steamy case. You actually have steam rising all around you. Zareen Shah, our thanks to you.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me.
On December 23rd, Tory Lanez is found guilty on all 3 felony charges.
And we have breaking news out of Los Angeles tonight. A verdict was just reached in the Tory Lanez trial. The rapper accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. The shooting and trial, of course, drew a lot of attention online with rumors and misinformation that Megan herself called torturous. Nyla Charles has been following this case closely for us and joins us now. Nyla, what are we learning?
Jacob, in LA Superior Court, jury just found Tory Lanez guilty on all 3 felony charges he was facing, including carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, assault with a semi-automatic handgun, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. This chapter now closed for Megan Thee Stallion, whose attorney is saying, quote, "The jury got it right. I am thankful there is justice for Meg." This comes on the 2nd day of deliberations and after a tumultuous 2 years since the shooting and a trial full of surprises. Jury began deliberations Thursday. In the afternoon, they sent a note to the judge asking for a better definition of the word willfully and on purpose.
Nyla Charles is still with us here. Nyla, of course, you mentioned a guilty verdict came in. I want to know, what is the reaction to this verdict?
Well, Jacob, Jacob, actually, it looks like from the AP reporting there that it's actually very emotional. I spoke to Tory Lanez's attorney last night, and he says him and his client were expecting that Tory Lanez be acquitted on all charges, so it must be a shock.
We're extremely disappointed that Tory did not get the sentence that we had certainly hoped for. I think the sentence handed down was incredibly harsh. I have seen cases of vehicular homicide and other cases where there's death and the person still gets less than 10 years. In this case, to get a 10-year sentence is extreme. And really just another example of someone being punished for their celebrity status and someone being utilized as to send an example. And he's not an example, he's a human being. And I think it's incredibly unfortunate, and it's something that we plan on appealing.
A Los Angeles DA put out a statement highlighting the bravery of Megan Thee Stallion.
The fact that Ms. Pete is a successful entertainer has brought a spotlight on the important issue of violence against women. There are many people in our community that endure acts of violence every day from people close to them and feel reluctant to come forward when this happens. I hope that Ms. Pete's bravery gives hope to those that feel helpless.
But there was also some reaction, like I mentioned, inside the courtroom right after the verdict. The AP again reporting from that scene that Lanez's father began shouting after the jury left the courtroom, saying that this wicked system stands judged before God Almighty. He also pointed to the two prosecutors and called them evil, wicked people.
God does not lose. Never. And even though we've come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail. I know that this is wickedness. This district attorney